Hi, everybody. So this is
What's
what we're dealing
up,
with today.
people? Oh,
Hello,
did
spicy
they
friends.
catch that?
I think so. You know what I realized today that I didn't get a chance to say before we started filming. So I realized today you're a little baby purple dragon, and Darna ends up, spoiler alert, ends up being a purple dragon. So you're kind of like Andarna's little baby dragon. You're like Andarna's
Yep.
baby.
Yes, I am. I am the baby of Baby Andarna.
She's the baby
So,
baby.
yes, if y'all are reading this, you see my nickname on the screen is Coach Smexy Scales. And there's a reason behind this. We are taking a dive in the pool that is the hockey universe. And which hockey universe it is? Why, our favorite university of Briar University in Massachusetts. Woo!
Shout out to Boston.
So,
Chris Evans, we love you.
huh?
I said, shout out to Boston. Chris Evans, we love you.
Yes, we do love that. Go Bruins! Whoop, whoop,
Oh,
whoop.
yeah, JL, I was at the store and I told JL, I was like, I don't know which one I should get. Because I was going to get the Gram Effect, but then I saw Icebreaker. But then she said, well, if you want to get this one, get the deal, get the deal. I was like, really? She's like, yeah, get the deal, get the deal. So I got it. And as soon as I started kind of reading on it, I was just like, oh, so this is what I've been missing?
Yeah, honey, you've been living under a rock.
All I can say
You've been living under on you Patrick Star of SpongeBob SquarePants is looking down at you and wondering, bitch, what are you doing so far deep under this rock? Like my house is a lot further up to the surface than yours.
Sebastian said it was better under the sea, so down and it's better. Down where it's wetter, that sort of thing.
Don't you get us copyright strike by Disney now, man.
I said it, I didn't sing it, and there was no music playing. So the House of Mouse can kiss my ass.
Anyway, so the reason why we're discussing this book series is it was just recently announced through Amazon and by the lovely Elle Kennedy herself, the lovely author that is the one that created such beautiful work, that the off-campus books will be turned into a television show via Amazon. Woohoo! So, here's the hoping that they don't hurt me.
They won't hurt you. I would not let them hurt my baby dragon. You're safe.
No. So, while Rachel is just now starting her training, I will be taking lead and leading you down this universe and expansions of this lovely genre. Any of y'all that have read it, y'all already know. Good books. So good. So good. And also, let us know in the comments which hockey player is your absolute favorite, because in my personal opinion, why choose? But if I had to pick my absolute favorite, it is Dean DeLaurentis.
I told JL, I haven't read any of the other. This is the first hockey book I own, let alone have read. And as soon as I started reading it, I messaged JL and I was like, where the hell have you fuckers been hiding this shit? I was like, I'm over here collecting fucking like fantasy books like they're never going to be printed again. And you guys are sitting there reading this shit? Where have you been? Where has this been? Like, this book, as like the first one I've ever read, I don't think I don't think JL could have actually picked or suggested a better like beginning book for me, because the pacing is amazing.
Mm-hmm. But now, madam, I must call you out.
Oh, no.
Because when you were doing your little preview and whatnot of like as you were reading along, you made a comment, and I don't think you caught the logistics behind it as to why they do certain things. Now, granted, yes, I will agree with you that Bud Light is piss water. However, have you taken into consideration that when you're on a hockey team and you have to play on a schedule every few weeks and everything like that, plus maintaining exercise and all of that too, you cannot exceed certain amounts of what's the word I'm looking for?
Alcohol consumption. I
Yes.
swear.
So in that case, they're gonna have to be very careful on how much they consume because they have to burn off all those calories with the extensive weight training and skating on the ice and all that too. So that's why they choose the lightweight beers because, thank you, Square. I appreciate that. Anywho, with going for the lighter beer, they're able to last longer and they can burn off all those calories with the fact that they are having to do such excessive weight training, lifting,
I get it.
calorie
I get
burning.
it. And they're also college students, so that shit is cheap as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I do give them credit for it not being natty light. I will give them credit for that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
you gotta give them some credit for that.
I'm just saying, gentlemen, can we all just can we leave the Bud Light alone? That Bud Light, Rolling Rock, and Miller Lite. Can we just get rid of those three? And Natty. We don't need Natty. Like, just come on, let's have some good quality beer. Like, come
Okay,
on.
now personally, and I only partake in it a little bit. Don't knock my Miller.
Miller High Life actually has flavor. It's actually really good. I personally am a Heineken girl, but my favorite. I know
I can't do Heineken.
everybody shits on Heineken. They're good.
No, it's not even the fact of like that. It just personally for me, I've tried it. I gave it a fair shot, but I just could not tolerate the taste.
Oh god, I could drink that shit like it was fucking Kool-Aid. But the my favorite beer is Nitro Milk Stout by the Left Hand Brewing Company. You want
Mm-hmm.
something that tastes amazing but has a kick like it's nitrous oxide brewed. So it has the
Yeah,
kick.
Nitro
It has
Brews.
the kick of two or three different beers, but the flavor, it's like an espresso chocolate finish, but it builds the head from the bottom up. You don't tip the glass and pour, you turn the bottle all the way up and drop it into the glass and it fills it from the bottom up. It is my favorite fucking beer. I could drink that, only that, for the rest of my existence and I would be completely happy. It's that fucking good.
Now, the other thing, and well, the plan was I was going to have it with me, but I don't because time, because timing, work, and lack of funds. Because broke life. The Jack Daniels and Coke. I mean, you got to take that into the same kind of consideration with the Bud Light. It's not an expensive alcohol. It's what they can easily get their hands on.
JL and
Though
I were talking about
I
this.
will admit this though. I will admit it is it's an overused whiskey in the book universe. I will admit that. I will definitely agree with you on that it is an overused one in the universe. But
Well, I mean, you know how
these
people go, like, with books, they go overhyped, overhyped, overhyped. Fucking Jack Daniels, overhyped. Crown Royal, overhyped. Don Julio, overhyped. Like,
oh, I'll agree with you on Don Julio. I cannot. Nope. Me and Tequila do not get along. Me and
oh
Tequila
god.
never got along. Never will get along.
I get along with tequila better than I do vodka. You give me something with vodka in it, and you might as well just go ahead and pull a trash can around behind me for the rest of the night because I'm gonna throw up.
No,
I'm gonna throw up
I
bad.
can't do tequila. I can't do tequila straight. Now, mixed drink, that'll be okay. Straight, nope. No.
I only ever
Anywho,
took
off
pot.
topic. Sorry, y'all. I went on a little side quest on the
We're
alcohols
talking
there,
about
but
dating. Well, I mean,
well,
it's
no,
on topic because a lot of the men are alcoholics. So, I mean,
somewhat.
they're not really alcoholics, but they do drink a shit ton. Which I mean, they're guys.
Given what they're doing and everything like that. Now, let me ask you, Rachel. Have you come across a certain terminology in there yet that has gotten you wondering what the fuck that is?
Are you talking about the puck monies? Because that was the first thing that whenever you said it to begin with, I was just like, eh?
Aha. Do
Yeah.
you understand it now?
Yes, I do. I do. It's basically a puck bunny seems to be the versions of like Tiffany or Jessica or Victoria. They're like, Melody and Melanie and Nikki, and they've got blonde hair and they come from sorority row. And they always turn.
Now,
Have you noticed that girls like that always go when they smile? They always turn their
yeah,
head.
now that I think about it, yeah, that is odd. So for those of y'all who are not familiar with the hockey world and everything like that, a puck bunny is basically, well, if any of y'all have read any westerns or rodeos or anything like that, a puck bunny reference is basically the essential same thing as a buckle bunny. So if you're going after the guy that's got the big, Bronco, no, not Bronco, the bull riding buckle guy, it's basically the same thing, but you're going after whoever's like the winning team for that. So a puck bunny.
What did you just call the ones for the rodeo? Buckle bunny?
Yeah, a buckle bunny.
I was trying to get the terminology done so we could do that.
Yes. Puck bunny
I
equals buckle bunny.
I will say puck sounds a little more like accurate than buckle. Buckle sounds weird. Buckle bunny? I mean it does rhyme, but puck bunny?
Well,
You
if you
know what
take
that
the
is.
O out of it, it's a buck bunny.
Buck bunny. Yeah. I mean if they're bull riders, they could technically call them that or one of the we're getting way off topic.
A
Side quest.
bronco bunny. Yeah, so, and now it's going into a side quest.
I'm just gonna go ahead and make the side quest sign so I can just click on it. We're just gonna go ahead and do this. If you're new here or if you're seeing our videos for the first time, we do side quests all the time. We're
Yes,
trying
we
to
have
be more aware.
ADHD. Yes, we have ADHD in our brains,
Brine.
or
Don't with the
brains.
briny. Don't with the briny. I haven't revisited that fucking book yet. I know I know I'm gonna have to, but I swear to God, the number like JL will burn through audiobooks. Me, can't do it. I can't do it. And it's for two reasons. One, the cadence and pronunciation of certain words drives me absolutely batshit. And then the second thing is this slight little inflection that all of the female narrators do at the end of every sentence. But it's like they don't realize that there's a period there and they just flow into the next sentence. But they always do this upward inflection and I'm just like, "Oh my god." I recognize repetitive things. So like with the Predator with the whiskey voice and blue eyes and shit, like the book is good and I love it and I will reread it, but I'm not gonna lie. Repetitive
the
shit in a book,
the
I
for
will.
me, the repetitive. If you're wanting to know, for me, favorite and the watery bowels.
Yes. Yes. That was a bit much. I think
Yeah,
one watery bells was more than enough. We did not
yeah.
we did not need multiple.
All right. So, getting more so into the universe, there are 5 books in the off-campus book series. The first one, which is going to be the main topic, this is going to be our steak and potatoes of our episode today, is The Deal. And The Deal is talking about our first couple, Garrett Graham and Hannah Wells, also known as Wellesley by the entire hockey team. of Broward University. So Garrett and Hannah, they are in a class together. It was philosophy, if I remember
It was
correctly. You're the one
it
that's
was ethics. It was
ethics. Thank you.
theoretical ethics. Yeah.
Theoretical
Which
ethics.
I'm not gonna lie, as soon as that came around, I was just like, "Wait, what? Theoretical ethics? What the fuck are you doing in there? You're a history major."
Yeah, that's a whole thing. That
Well,
that
yeah, there was definitely a moment in there that I'm not gonna lie, I was so confused over. It was where Garrett was going over the review thing that Hannah had given him, and he was talking to Tucker in the kitchen where Tucker was getting ready
Oh,
to make.
Tucker.
Yeah, he was getting ready to make all of the wings and stuff like that. But it was where he had to argue the mentality of genocide from the perspective of a Nazi. And as soon as I hit that, I was like, "What? What's going on here?" But then I started thinking about how everybody, kind of described that teacher, and I was like, it's accurate, makes sense. Eh. But I
Yeah.
mean, it was the weirdest fucking thing ever. I was just like, why? Why did we need to bring Nazis into this? Why?
I
It
remember
was
that
so
now.
out of left
I
field.
was like, the hell?
I was like, you're okay. So we're going there. We're going there. We're just all right. Cool. 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 I will say I hate the theoretical ethics teacher. I really don't like teachers that stand up at that podium and just like, I'm gonna fuck with your GPAs. I don't like that.
Well, I'll agree with you on that. But also, I look at it this way too, because a lot of schools and a lot of campuses, because of the fact that they have their schools go into major programs where they're actually streamed, so like football, basketball, baseball, soccer, and everything like that, they don't want to just pass them to pass them so that way they can be able to continue to play. You want to make sure that your students are actually taking in and understanding the work. This is coming from someone who went to a high school where they basically passed all their athletes so that they wouldn't miss games.
If it wasn't for
So,
me, half of the
yeah.
jocks in my high school wouldn't have graduated. I wrote so many English essays, so
Yeah.
many history essays. Like I made bank in college, or not college, but in high school from just writing essays for people because I could crank them bitches out like it wasn't nothing. But the English teacher recognized that
Mm-hmm.
it was my writing style. So she called me out on it. She goes, "Look, I know you wrote them, but as long as they're paying you for it, I'm not going to say nothing." I was like, "Good deal." I was
So,
waiting for her to go, "Oh, where's my
they,
cut?"
no, nah, yeah, yeah, no, I'd be asking that same thing. So, they had a midterm, and everybody but Hannah bombed their midterm. So she's allowing them to make it up and get a better grade for it. And, like round it up, whatever the heck you say that college professors would do. Well, part of the issue with that is that with this bad grade, it could potentially leave Garrett unable to play. And he is trying to finish off the year, graduate, because he's also in the drafts for the Boston Bruins. So he gets kicked off the team. Bye bye, Bruins.
Yeah. Like,
So
I
not
do like
good.
the fact that they chose, uh, a hockey team that actually was relevant to the area that they chose in the book. So I gotta give the
Mm-hmm.
author mad credit for that because sometimes it's not they think it's not they place everything in the city that they want it to have happen in, or in the vicinity of the city they wanna have it happen in, but then you have this realistic, hockey team that's just not anywhere close to that location. It drives me crazy.
And I really have to appreciate Elle Kennedy and her writing style, especially with this team, because she didn't use actual team players. Because, okay, I'm taking this side quest here.
Okay.
We're going into a little hockey side quest because there was some stuff that posted on
Okay.
TikTok recently talking about the Book Talk Queen, the chosen for by herself Book Talk Queen, on the Kelly Clarkson show, who got into a shit ton of shit with an actual hockey team.
I think you all know who we're talking about, and I'm not gonna lie, coming new to Book Talk, I did not know about that scandal until I finally found videos on TikTok of it, and I was just like, "Girl, when
Yeah.
somebody's wife tells you to back the fuck up off, you back the fuck up off." You don't come back at her with like, "I didn't mean anything by it." That doesn't mean shit. That's his fucking wife. If she says,
Mm-hmm.
"Back up off my piece," you back up off my piece or I'm gonna give you some. Like,
And then to have, your followers go and like come after her and everything like that too. Like that's what's the
I
word
I
I like
saw
to
I
use?
saw every
That's
fucking video. I saw where he made a post on Instagram defending his wife and then
mm-hmm.
throwing it back at them being like, "Well, yeah, you are objectifying me. You're objectifying all of us on this team because you're comparing us to these characters. But you're not thinking that you're not realizing that we are real people. We have families, we have children, we have, this is our job.
Yeah.
You wouldn't walk into somebody's office and start screaming, obscenities or screaming sexual innuendos or things like that. Plus, all of the videos that were taken, I don't know how those videos didn't get confiscated, first off. Uh, all of the videos of the team during their practice or like their stretches where all of that shit started getting said and like I'm all good for, like, double entendres. I like having fun and flirting and talking shit too, but there's a fucking barrier that you don't cross,
Yeah,
and
you don't go, and that's one of the problems that I see nowadays with some people in the book community. And it's not just in sports, it's also in some of the other areas too, where the fiction and nonfiction world, the line between them is starting to blur, and it cannot, it is not safe, it is not good,
well,
and
I
it
mean,
makes you,
she was talking about, "Well, why didn't you say something to me? If it was bothering you that much, why didn't you just message me and talk to me like a woman?" And I'm like, "Because she can't. She would have been sued. You would have sued her for some form of defamation or for harassment, and then that would have affected her husband's job. She was not
yeah, and
only
then that would
protecting
have
herself,
major
but her
media.
husband. Like, you those people, like, the husbands and the wives end up with people who manage their social medias, their bank accounts, what they buy, where they go, all of that. But you've gotta also understand this woman had children. You expect a mother to do something confrontational that could cause issues with her children? Are you out
No.
of your fucking mind? No. This woman doesn't owe you shit. She can make a public statement and say, "I would really appreciate the women that are objectifying my husband to show him a bit more respect. We all like to have fun and, things like that, but he is my husband." And I mean,
Yeah.
proper respect. That's why at times, I'm not gonna lie, with Stuart and Tyler and Ryan and even Victor, I've seen things, especially with the biker boys, when they started getting on Book Talk's radar, I was like, "Ladies, calm down." Some of these men are only 20, like 18 to 20 years old. don't be suggesting they read fucking Haunting and Hunting Adeline. They're not ready for that
Yeah,
trauma. Like, don't do that. Like, I
exactly.
know we all like to have the reputation that we get buck wild and we joke and things like that, but these these are people, not characters. People.
Yeah.
So,
Anywho,
yeah.
thank you for listening to our TED Talk side quest there for a minute. Let's
I
get back to
I
our regularly scheduled content.
I want to say one last thing. I would say, I do not recognize any queen at all. Like, I don't like book talk. Don't need no fucking queen. And I'm
We are
sorry.
all the queens. We are all the queens of book talk. There is not a single one of us. We are a community of queens.
Well, all I can say is my ass wasn't born to fucking bow to any bitch. So
Nope.
sorry, that ain't gonna fucking happen. Keep holding your fucking breath. Man, I just went hard for a second. I don't care. I fucking don't. I don't like that. I don't like people who have pious airs. Like, be fucking respectful of other people. Like,
Puck around and find out. And yes, I said puck
side quest.
around and find out.
Fuck around and find out. Nice.
Puck around and find out.
I like that. So, like, getting back to this. So, what did you think of the pacing, in your opinion?
I love the pacing. Like I said, I first found these books back in like just before COVID. Like I found them just before COVID hit. So yeah, they were very helpful, especially in that kind of period where I'm like, I need something to get my mind off of things before I go freaking nuts. I actually there's a YouTuber on here who let's see, what was it? Remember when After came out as a film? The first one?
I saw the ads for it. I've never seen it.
Okay, yep, waste of time. Honestly, waste of time. But the reason why I even found out about the off campus books was there's a YouTuber on here, and we're gonna mention her in the description box. Lovely like Laura. Girl's a bomb. Love her so much. And she's the one that actually put me onto the books.
I hope this is how she spells her name.
Yeah, it's all one
All one thing.
all
Well,
together one. Yeah.
I was just trying to make it easier to read, but we will fix that in the description, of course.
Yeah, she is absolutely fantastic. She's got awesome recommendations. A good number of the books that I've actually read were by her recommendations on YouTube. So that's one of the reasons why I say she is a good one, and I stick with her. But yeah. So when she first introduced me to it, I was like, okay, let's try it out. And yeah, I have not turned back since. So, with this being said, Garrett flunked and Hannah passed. He wants to figure out how in the world she passed this midterm so that way he can pass his midterm, or at least slightly pass his midterm.
Yep.
So they make a deal. She helps him with his grade. He helps her get action with the guy that she has developed a crush on for the first time since an incident back in her teenage years happened. So this book also is it's got some triggers in there. For anybody who's needing those, let me see here the trigger warning.
I can get a page. I want a page to turn. This book contains mentions of domestic violence and sexual assault. Please be advised before reading.
Yeah. I've got alcohol featured throughout, emotional abuse, which is vivid, rape, self-harm, and physical abuse.
Where are you seeing that? That's not in my book.
I think this was.
I think you've got a different version. I think this one's probably been printed more recently.
No, this is coming off of the. I think I got this off of Goodreads or one of those
Oh,
websites
off of
that
Goodreads.
goes one of the reading websites where it tells you all the different things that you can look for as far as like potential triggers. So that's why it featured throughout of alcohol, emotional abuse, etc., which it doesn't get featured in there because when the book was first published in 2015, there really wasn't a big call for trigger warnings, like extreme for like everything, triggering everybody. So that's why I only featured that small list there.
Should we read the blurb on the back? So,
I've actually
uh,
got it pulled up on my phone if you want me to.
go ahead.
All right. She's about to make a deal with the college bad boy. Hannah Wells has finally found someone who turns her on. But while she might be confident in every other area of her life, she's carrying around a full set of baggage when it comes to sex and seduction. If she wants to get her crush's attention, she'll have to step out of her comfort zone and make him take notice, even if it means tutoring the annoying, childish, cocky captain of the hockey team in exchange for a pretend date. And it's going to be oh so good. All Garrett Graham has ever wanted is to play professional hockey after graduation. But his plummeting GPA is threatening everything he's worked so hard for. If helping a sarcastic brunette make another guy jealous will help him secure his position on the team, he's all for it. But when one unexpected kiss leads to the wildest sex of both of their lives, it doesn't take long for Garrett to realize that pretend isn't going to cut it. Now he just has to convince Hannah the man she wants looks a lot like him.
I'm not gonna lie. Like some of the fluffier, the fluffy stuff, which is what I always took these for, was to be like rom com fluffy type stuff. I was like, I kind of like enemies to lovers more than I like stuff like this. But I do watch movies with that kind of theme in them. So when JL said to get this, I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. And I'm not gonna lie, within the first 2 or 3 chapters, I think I messaged JL and I was like, I really like this. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've been in a huge reading slump. This got me out of my reading slump. Like, this
Mm-hmm.
is an incredibly like, the pacing is good. Like, it's fantastic. Like, it's a fine-tuned thing. She intros you to the characters, but it's not like she hints at what's coming, like, through the dialogue and through their actions and things, but she doesn't, like, ram it in your face. Like, she lets
It's
things
not like,
breathe.
bam, this is Bryce
Yeah.
Quinlan.
Like, bam, we're gonna start doing this now. Bam, bam, we're gonna start doing this now.
We're
But I
not
mean,
going to throw you a whole bunch of world building within the first 3 chapters. No offense, Sarah J.
not
Moss.
gonna
Love you to
kill your
death and
favorite
love Crescent
character.
City.
We're not gonna kill your favorite character within the first 3 chapters either. But it I like that it gives you the opportunity to get to know Hannah, but also get to know Garrett in a more authentic feeling way, where Hannah feels like it could be you in a class somewhere, where you could be
Mm-hmm.
that girl that just happened to just by the skin of her fucking teeth get through that midterm, and then this guy's after you like, "Will you tutor me? Will you tutor me? Will you tutor me?" Meanwhile,
Like,
you're
fuck
looking
off,
at
dude.
Schmexy McSmesher football. Why is it always the football players? I'm not gonna lie. I
I
started
think that
looking. JL has shown me quite a few hockey players, and I'm not gonna lie. Fuck football. I think I'm a hockey girl now because the hockey guys are a bit more like lean and mean than they are like big bulky guys. I don't like big bulky guys. I like mine to
yeah,
be a little bit more streamlined.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's
No,
a side quest. You
but
can't sleep with that, but
So we're gonna also introduce you to some additional characters you're gonna meet along the way. Let me see here. So there are 4 main male characters in the first 4 books. You've got Garrett, then there's Logan, then there's Dean, and then there's Tucker. Now, the reason why we have a Logan and a Tucker is because they're both named John.
Which as soon as I heard Tucker and then John, I was like, "Oh god, this is John Tucker Must Die." Is that what's going on here?
No, it is not John Tucker Must Die. That was my first thought, too.
You and I both know that if that movie had come out in 2015 and fucking those boys had gotten a hold of that, they would have never let him live that down. They would have eked him out for the rest of
Damn
his
straight,
fucking
damn straight.
life.
I bet you anything. I bet you anything when Tucker was probably back in like high school or something like that. Now that would be some funny canon to ask Elle Kennedy about. If she would ever come up with like a little scene that goes back to when Tucker was in high school, whenever that movie first came out while he was in
When did that
school,
movie come out?
and see, that's really, I don't know.
I'm looking it up.
But we're also gonna do a fan casting
2006, so it
tonight
was
too.
out.
Yeah, so it's been out for a little bit. So they were in their junior year in 2015. Yeah, 2015. No. Senior year. Right? I think no, it was on the cusp of the junior year going into the senior year or something along those lines, or what? I think it might have been like some of the other players. I'm having to think, and I'm not doing so well with my thinking brain right now. It's a little
They're
it's
thinking
a,
on
it's
the
a little
fly
off.
here. But
I think it was
go ahead.
Hannah and that's right. Hannah and Garrett were in their senior year. Everybody else was like I think a year behind, roughly. Sounds about right. Yeah, I think maybe. I don't know. My brain's been fried, y'all. The last couple of weeks have been a little rough, so I apologize if I'm not right all 100% on top of my game here. Anywho, so Logan is basically like in the Garrett and Logan standpoint, you've got basically Robin Hood and Little John. They're like tight. They're like, best friends through and through till the end. Dean's a whore. Dean is
He's a man whore in a big way.
Dean is the man whore, but that is my man whore.
Dean is literally like he's the guy that you see with a new girl every other day of the week. That like he seems like you know how guys used to give out like their pins or stuff like that or their bracelets for girls to wear to like mark them as theirs. I bet that motherfucker would have a goddamn side drawer full of pins and bracelets. Be like, yeah, honey, this is for you. Mark you as a
No. It's a drawer of it's a drawer of thongs.
probably.
Yeah, it's a drawer. It's a trophy drawer. It's a trophy drawer of thongs. That's what it really is.
Love that the which one was it? It was Dean that had the truck that everybody was getting ready to, or was it Logan? No, it's Dean. Uh that had the truck that everybody had thrown up in and they all pitched in. He thought he was getting a stripper and they all pitched in to get his truck cleaned and detailed because they didn't want to ride in the truck because somebody had thrown up in it and he wouldn't get it.
Yeah, I remember that. That was fucking hilarious.
I was just like,
Oh
that
God.
sounds about right.
Oh, so many memories with these boys. Oh my God.
Like, I wanna ask one thing, we haven't gotten very far in this, but I gotta ask one thing. So, with these boys, What do you think would happen if these boys ran into Dominic, Sean, Tyler, and we'll throw Tobias in for shits and giggles?
Oh, they'd be broing it up. They would be broing it up. They would so be broing it up.
Who do you
Though
think would
instead
get
of
along with who? Who do you think would get along with who?
mm,
I think Dom and Garrett would be really close. I think Tobias and oh god, Tobias and I want to say Tobias and Dean would probably be the best friends. And then
no, no,
really?
no. You are wrong. You are so wrong on that one. I'm going ahead and call you out on that one right now. You are wrong for that one, man.
Probably
You
because I don't know Tobias that
no,
well.
no, because you really don't know Tobias that well. I think honestly, when it comes, okay, Sean and Tucker, definitely. Sean and Tucker, definitely. Because they're both golden retriever, golden boy energy.
Hmm,
Um,
I got my
shit,
own.
Dominic.
I seriously think Dominic and like I don't. Well, I mean, how much of a player is Dom?
Dom's really not that much of a player. He's really not, especially after all that I've read about him and going into his solo book. He is definitely not a player. He just gives off that appeal that he's a player, but he is definitely not a player.
So,
So I would
like I
probably
said, it
say
would be
he's
Garrett,
yeah,
in my
I think
opinion.
he and Garrett might vibe real well. No, 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 nope, nope, nope.
Logan,
Like, they don't vibe, but he and Fitzy would be best buddies. Fitzy's
I
in
like. I think we all agree that like all of the boys would beat the living shit out of Justin Cole. I hate Justin Cole on like a cellular level. That
oh,
like this
you're talking about the one that Hannah's trying to go after?
yeah. The first
Yeah,
few
fuck
seconds
Justin.
yeah, the first few seconds I told JL as soon as I ran into Justin in the book, I was just like, mm-mm, mm-mm. She needs a bestie to be like, no.
She does. That's Allie.
She has a ride or die. She has her ride or die. Hannah has her Allie. And I do love the fact that Allie's man is his name is Sean.
Yeah.
I was like, that's awesome.
No, no, no,
Come on.
no,
Come on.
no,
Little
no,
crossover.
no, no. This is coming from someone who you'll see. You'll see. You'll see. That's all I'm gonna say about it is you'll see.
Row. Don't sound good.
So where was I? Oh, right. The the team basically they are up for a division championship. And if Garrett doesn't play, they're screwed. And yeah, coach does not want that happening. Coach Jensen, I love Coach Jensen. That man, he is serious, but he has also got an underbelly of like fucking like puppy dog. If he just doesn't like showing that he's like a soft teddy bear. He's got that hard exterior, but underneath he's a freaking teddy bear.
Well, I mean, you really can't when you're a coach. You can't necessarily be, if you're best buddies with your players as a coach, you're not going to get
Mm-hmm.
the optimum level of what they're capable of out of them because they're going to think that they can twist that relationship to their benefit. And 9 times out
Yeah.
of 10, let's be honest, they do. So as a coach, you kind of have to be like, no, I'm like I'm the external parental figure in your life here. You do what I say when I say how I say. And if you don't like that, bye.
All right. So, dear heart, would you like to know my list? Well, now when I was telling you about Laura earlier, she did a fan casting of the boys. And I have to say, I fully agree with her on the casting. One of them we've actually discussed beforehand. So you got a screen ready to start looking them up and showing them on the screen?
Oh, the ones I sent you?
No. These are the ones that I was telling you that I had picked.
Yeah, but you didn't. Did you send me?
No, I didn't send them to you. I'm
Okay.
telling you their names so you can look them up and post them, and
Oh,
then we
okay.
go from there.
All right. I'm sorry. Hit me.
All right. So I will start off, and this is fan casting for both the guys and the girl. So for our Garrett, Bryce Alakai, Alakai.
Oop, too far. Oh my goddamn. Oh my good goddamn. Uh.
Would you like to show the screen?
No. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I'm gonna be good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm not good. I'm not good. I'm not good. Okay, we're gonna be an adult, Rachel. Be an adult.
You gonna show the screen?
I did. It's up there.
Hang on. It's taking a minute.
Like mhm, mhm, so yeah,
That
let's
Garrett Graham.
yeah, I think let's yeah, we're just gonna go this route too. Um like holy fuck. Holy holy fuck. Like he's so pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, not gonna lie, I would eat this man alive.
You need to show him with a hoodie.
With the hoodie, this one?
Yeah.
Fucking awesome. Yeah, I bet you are.
Now think about like Garrett wearing a hoodie, getting ready to go out on the ice and everything like that.
I'm trying to find a different one. It might be a little more Garrett. Like he wore a black sweater. So what do you think about that one?
Oh yeah, definitely.
He's got that strong
So,
to chiseled jaw going for him.
So for Hannah, we're gonna go with Lexi Wood. Lexi.
Aw, she's pretty. I will say this. I don't I don't know about her. She doesn't look she doesn't look innocent enough to be Hannah. Oh, you're talking about Allie. My bad.
No,
Oh,
Hannah.
okay. This girl doesn't look like she would be Hannah to me. She looks like she would be
Pull it up on the
like
screen.
I'm gonna like she just doesn't. These are also her down here, but she just doesn't seem like she's like reserved enough.
Well, Hannah definitely does come out of her shell more as you get deeper into the book. So that's why I like this version of her, because you can see that she's got like she could play the innocent, but she's a lot stronger of a character. And that's one of the things I love about Hannah's character is that she develops this strength within her too, and realizing, owning her sexuality and everything like that too. Because she's struggling with that after everything that she'd been through. So this would be more so in line with having broken through that shell and owning her femininity, owning that that femme fatale, like That's where I'm getting it from, because you have to think about it in a transition.
I can see what you're saying. Like, you can see the progression between her, finally coming out of her skin and, like, letting people close and letting people get back into knowing her and that sort of thing. I get it.
Yeah, that's why I liked her with that pick, because after reading the book through and then going and seeing that face there for that, it felt right.
See,
Especially given the pacing.
if I had to choose somebody for Hannah, it would be I'm trying to find the right picture. Oh. Go away. I want to change. I'm still learning how to operate this shared screen, guys, so bear with me.
You're gonna laugh at the next one I tell you.
Where is a God bless America? Really?
Did you finally find it?
Yeah, I had it and then it went bye-bye. So I had to pull it back up because they wanted to be a dick like that. That's not her. Where is it? Oh. Okay. I think this one's going to be good enough. Shit. Okay. Now, this one, I want to go here. Sure. Okay. Can y'all see it? That's who I would choose as Hannah. She's the girl that played in Mia Culpa as Noah. I think she would be
Oh, she's cute.
perfect.
I haven't finished. I haven't watched that one yet, so
I've watched like moments from it, and like I'm gonna try to watch more of it. But she's absolutely incredible. She's so gorgeous. Like she's so sweet, but she also looks like she could handle herself. Like not a problem at all. Like she literally has the face that says, "Fuck with me and find out. I dare you."
yeah. All right, are you ready for your next introduction?
No. Ready?
So now we are going to go for Logan.
Okay.
Patrick Schwarzenegger.
Are you serious? Oh, damn. Where did he come from?
That's
That
Arnold
can't.
Schwarzenegger's son.
Are you serious?
Yes.
That's Arnold Schwarzenegger's son. Well, I mean, the Shriver side came out well. Yeah. Uh holy fuck. Like this man is 9 different shades of yummy. How old is this? I'm so old. I'm so old. I feel so bad about myself now.
I'll double check.
I'm such a cougar. I'm gonna go to jail.
He's 31.
Okay, so he's legal. He's 31 and he looks that pretty? What the fuck? That's some damn good genes right there. Those Kennedy genes came in clutch. I'm sure Square's just sitting there like, why y'all making me look at pretty men?
Can't help it, dude. Can't help it. We're talking about fan casting. Anyway, then there's Grace, who will be our next female lead in book 2.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and tell you now. Book 2 is Logan's book. Book 3 is Dean's book. And book 4 is Tucker's book. So we're doing it in order of the couples.
Okay. So Logan.
So
We got Logan, who is the girl.
Grace Meg Donnelly. Donnelly.
Oh, she's pretty. I like her. She has a very friendly face.
That's because that's the type of character that she is. And when you get to the book and you find out about the stuff that goes on between her and Logan.
So you're saying she's a bit more than a friendly face?
She's our FMC, dear. What do you expect?
Like, she's absolutely gorgeous. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I think she's actually really beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think she could pull. Like, she would definitely fit in with the whole like theme of these books and the look of them. Like, I think she could totally pull that.
Yeah. You want to know the funny thing? She's a
What?
freshman when we first meet her.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's gorgeous. She's so pretty.
Are you ready for Dean?
Oh, I'm always ready for Dean. When are you not ready for Dean? Even if you aren't
Woman.
ready for Dean, you're ready for Dean.
And I've actually mentioned, this is the one I've mentioned to you previously for another book character.
Oh no, hit me.
Matthew Noska.
How do you spell the last name?
Noszka.
Oh yeah, this is the Sean you picked out,
Uh-huh.
which I mean,
This is why I live for doing these podcasts with you.
oh my damn.
Uh-huh.
Just like,
Now, put him in some trainers and ice skates.
why? Why bother putting him in anything?
You would take it there.
Why put him in anything? Don't put him in things. He's too pretty for clothes. I'm gonna go to hell one of these days.
You are.
I am, but I mean, be real. There we go. Sweatshirt.
Uh-huh.
I think he could totally pull Dean. I think, yeah, he looks like a man whore.
Yeah. You see why I'm a Dean girl?
Oof. Oof.
All right.
The intensity.
So our next character, the actor, the person for it, the face character, is Scarlett Leithold.
How do you spell the last name?
Leithold.
Okay.
And I want you to guess.
I don't like her.
I want you to guess who, though.
So we've done Logan, we've done Dean, so I'm guessing this is either going to be Tucker or
No, this is the female counterpart.
oh, for Dean?
Yes.
Oh. I That's well, yeah, okay. I get it now. Now that you said that she's for Dean, I get it because this woman actually does look like she would put Dean in his fucking place. Like she looks like she would have Dean crawling. She'd be like, "Nah, bitch, you work for it." Dean would be like, "Yes, mommy. Whatever you say,
Would you
mommy."
like to take a guess as to who the character is?
Is it Kendall?
No.
Who is it?
Allie.
What? Okay, that was not the one I was wanting to click on. She had jeans on in one. Apologies to the young lady.
Yes.
That you would
That,
choose
my
her as
dear,
I could see her as Allie. Like, she's
that's
got that kind
Allie.
of, like I could see it. She has, like, that best friend vibe, but she also has that, "I'm still hot as fuck. Don't discount me."
Mm-hmm.
Like, she has confidence. I like that. She does look a lot friendly. She looks very friendly. She looks like she would be the one that would totally try to, like,
But
amp
your
people up.
your your whole bit of making Dean crawl on his knees,
I mean, look
you're
at the
right on that
face.
one.
Like, her face, like, the way she's looking in that picture, like, she's just like, "Nah, bitch, get on your knees." That's a dom face. That is a dom face if there ever was a dom face. Like, she's just like, No. That's not how this game is gonna get played, sweetie."
All right. Now Tucker is our resident redhead.
Oh, Lord. Hit me.
KJ Appa.
How do you spell the last name?
APA.
KJ? How do you spell the first name? Is it
KJ.
just KJ?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, no. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
No. Hell
Yes.
no.
Yes.
Hell no.
Yes.
Hell
But
no.
you got to see
No.
why. You got to see why. You have to see why.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah. Yes. He's perfect. He
No,
is
ma'am.
perfect.
No.
There's a
No.
reason why I pick him though. And you haven't even gotten there yet.
No.
Okay, you're
Okay.
looking at him back in the Riverdale days. You gotta look at him now.
He's not a real redhead. He's got brown hair. Where is it?
He's auburn.
Does that look auburn to you?
Okay, look. Look here, woman. I would be fine if he looked like that. I would give up Tucker having the red hair. KJ is fucking perfect.
Okay, like, if he has this hair color, I would go for it. But the fucking, like,
But
weird ass
give it like a touch of like red highlight, like a cinnamon highlight.
he looks like Archie from the comics.
That's because he played Archie in Riverdale.
Oh, shit. I've never watched that.
That's who played Archie in the Riverdale TV show.
I don't know who the fuck came up with that hair color for this poor kid, but all I can say is that was a fucking crime. That's like the time they fucking dyed Taylor Kitsch's hair blonde. I don't know who the fuck you were that thought that was a good idea. No.
Yeah, I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
Like, in that light, it looks almost normal. But then you get it in light like this. He looks like a younger version of Carrot Top when Carrot Top first, like, found hair dye. Like, I'm sorry, this dude tried so many different ways to make that red hair work, and
It wasn't him. It was the style. It was the hair department's fault. They're the ones that fucked it up.
that's criminal. That's absolutely fucking look how fucking weird it looks. This is the worst goddamn dye job I think I've ever seen on a fucking character in my life.
I'll
Look at
agree with you
that.
on that one.
How dare you? Dare you do that to somebody and be like, "Go out there and sell it." How do you sell that?
All right, now you ready for his FMC?
I don't like his face. I don't like his face though. When he smiles, I don't like his face. Okay, I'm sorry.
Once you get more into finding more about Tucker, you probably might start understanding why I picked KJ.
Okay, next.
Ari Hicks.
Hmm. You know what? I could see
I
it.
don't know if you've met her yet, but is Sabrina.
I think I went too far.
Do what?
I said I think I went too far. Where is it? She was just there. You- So she's like an actress or a singer?
I'm not 100% certain on what she actually does. I think she was actually a model. Let me double check myself on that one before I say what exactly. Yeah, she's a singer.
She's insanely flexible. Got to give her props on that. Damn.
Yes. So Sabrina's character is actually a pre-law student.
That girl is meant to be a pre-law.
Mm-hmm.
Like, maybe? If she was like, this is more normal. This is less lingerie and shit. I hate showing women in lingerie. So that's more normal clothing for her. Like, I will say she is really pretty, but having seen this one, why not that one?
Yeah.
I think Dua Lipa could sell it.
Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. If they were to go with a big name actor or something like that, but like how we are with the different shows and whatnot that we're following or books that we're
Yeah, it
having
would be
turned
nice
into
just to have
shows.
somebody that's unknown. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to find more pictures of her. Like, she is really pretty when she smiles and laughs and everything. She does have like, she has that kind of spark. She's very, very kind of like
Mm-hmm.
easy, like very. She's got a very open kind of face, very open
Mm-hmm.
smile.
I
Seems like a
think
genuine person.
hers and Tucker's book was the one that really kind of threw me through a loop because the trope that they have is normally not one I go for, but it worked for them.
And what's the trope?
Accidental pregnancy.
Okay. Damn. Tucker. Tucker's the one that hits. Oh, damn, Tucker. You got some. Got some splaining to do, Tucker.
Yeah. The trope between Logan and Grace. All right, y'all. I'm going into spoilers here. Y'all know this from the get-go. So,
It's
the
scrolling
trope
along the bottom.
between yes. Uh as I told you before when it came to Logan and Allie, Allie's a freshman when she joins the universe, right?
Mhm.
She loses her virginity to Logan.
Back up. What? Wait a minute.
Yes.
She loses her virginity to Logan, but she's dating Sean. So what? She hooked up with Logan, or like it was an on and off thing
No, no,
between her and
no, no,
Sean?
no. Grace and Logan are another book. You're thinking Allie.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, huh? I was like, don't tell me.
No. Allie and Sean have like this on again, off again bullshit. And then they finally end it like altogether because fucking Sean, I can't remember if he had cheated on her or it was some other BS. But then she and Dean ended up hooking up. And it just kind of happened from there.
Bad Dean. Or not bad Dean,
No.
bad Sean.
Yeah, bad Sean.
Fucking asshole. Like, can we just say, I need to say this. Gentlemen, if you are dating someone and you're not sure you want to be with that person anymore, maybe just tell them.
Like I said, they were like constant. They were basically like Ross and Rachel, on again, off again, on again, off again, on again, off again, on again, off again, on again, off again. You're following them like a ping pong ball and everything like that, essentially.
I mean, it was hilarious whenever they showed up at the diner and she was like, "Oh, they're sitting in the same side of the booth. They must really be serious this time." And I'm like,
yeah,
that's your indicator? If they're really serious, they sit next to each other? Like, the bar is low. Very low.
yeah,
If that's your
yeah,
indicator on a healthy relationship, if you sit next to the person you're with. Like,
yeah.
it
Was raw. It's oof. Sean just, ugh.
well, not everybody can be Sean from Ravenhood. Not
I
everybody can
know.
be Shawnee.
Well, then you got to remember too. This is I didn't know anything about Ravenhood until COVID, like post COVID, like a couple years after COVID. So, yeah.
I mean, yeah, JL, like, literally has the. I started off with ACOTAR, so JL literally turned me on to. Wrong way. Ravenhood. And Ravenhood is literally, bar none, the best book series that I have read. And I haven't read Finish Line yet. I'm working on it. But it's
Yeah, guys, get on her about it. No, I'm kidding. No, let her enjoy her hockey for a little while before we get on to her about that. But no, once you
I'm trying to give
finish,
you props, and you're just like, like
I appreciate that.
I've read a few things since, like, Sarah J. Maas does fantasy probably better than anybody I've read so far. H.D. Carlton is the fucking queen of dark romance. Fucking bow, bitches. Do not ever put some fucking respect on that bitch's name. But as far as like contemporary romance and like stuff like this, Ellie Kennedy and Kate Stewart do it immaculately. Like, the way they connect their characters, the way they intro your characters to them, to your reader and stuff like that. Like, it feels less like you're reading a story and more like you're a bystander, like watching what's happening, which is a really refreshing thing, and a really, with somebody who has like the mind movie like I do, it's it flows much more naturally when it feels
And
like you're an observer.
And if you feel like that with Ravenhood, then you're definitely gonna like these books because this series, oh yes, it's good. It's just so good.
I'm not gonna lie. Let's talk about the Smexy scenes. So, spoilers. So there are 3 main Smexy scenes in here, and
So did you actually finish the book?
I did not. I got close, but I did not finish. I'm going to finish it tonight because we're not stopping.
Good. Do you have book 2?
I don't. I have to get it. I have to get it. But my check comes in like at the end of the month, and I'm gonna get all of them. I'm just gonna get the rest. That's how good this is. As soon as I get my check for the end of October, I will buy all of them. I've already gotten that, and as soon as you told me about the Briar U, I immediately went to Amazon and saved those 2.
Yeah. Because what I want you to do is then take the books once you receive them, put them all side by side, and see how the covers are actually all interconnected.
Really?
Yes. It's the same with the Briar U books. Like it literally is all interconnected. Like the little screen, like how we have our little banner at the bottom.
Mhm.
They have like the little banner light up at the long, like close to the top. They all interconnect and everything like
Oh, the
that.
international sensation part? Is that what you're talking about? I'm trying to find the so I think the name of the cover artist is Ashan Koputz. Koputz. I'm gonna type it because I'm mangling the spelling. So please forgive me. We're having difficulties with our. Maybe it's Ashland. Ash. Let's go to the front of the book. I think part of the the cover artist's name may have been wiped off at the back. No, Ash. Yeah, damn. I can't read like AS. Yeah, it did. Ashan Putz, Buzz, somebody. Oh, okay. That's the cover artist's name of these series. So, mad credit to the cover artist because I'll be honest, I wasn't sure. I've always kind of skewed away from books with covers like this because I'm used to, the elaborate fantasy covers and things like that. But, I wanted to give something different a shot, and I'm so glad I'm so glad that you suggested this one. Like, if you guys want book racks, go to fucking JL. Like, I'm telling you right now, she has never, ever recommended a bad book to me. Not once. Not once.
And the reason why this episode kind of came into fruition was from our last episode where we were doing the rankings
Mhm.
with the scenes, and you did the
Yeah,
hockey book.
we did icebreaker. We did an icebreaker quote for that show, and uh just
That one
wow.
broke me.
Wow.
I don't think Rachel had ever heard me stutter that much in my entire life.
I was sitting here
In the
blushing 9
entirety of our
different shades of
friendship.
red. Like, I'm gonna find it again. I'm gonna find it again. I still have it saved.
Oh God. Oh God, help me.
Yeah, I still saved. So I have an entire board on Pinterest that is Smexy book quotes. Yeah, spicy book quotes for Monday. So now I've just got to find the icebreaker one, which I know was a white page. Is that it? Nope, that's beat around the bush. Hat trick. Maybe no, it wasn't hat trick. Crazy. Where are you, you smexy little thing? You're hiding from me. Don't hide from me. Ah, here we go. Icebreaker. So it starts off, take it off, and Anastasia. It's hard not to smile like a Cheshire cat right now. I love getting under his skin. I understand why the guys do it because it's so easy and so satisfying. Take what off? Nathan stalks toward me with every step he takes forward. I take one back until my back hits the wall. The excitement begins to build as I concentrate on his furious face, and for some masochistic reason, there is nowhere more excited than the spot between my legs that's freaking pulsing. A hand settles on either side of my head, and he leans down to my eye level. Take off Jaden's jersey, or I will rip it from your body. You seem angry, Nathan. I tease, running my finger up and down his scarf. With his face an inch away from mine, I rub my nose against his, enjoying how his breathing slows when I whisper, I think you need to find a way to channel your rage into something more rewarding. I'm so fucking angry with you, he rasps, capturing my mouth with his. He picks me up, pressing me harshly into the wall, and if I wasn't dripping wet before, I am now. I don't know I don't know what to concentrate on as his hands roam my body and his hips press into me. He's finding this as hot as I am. He's solid, straining against the zipper of his pants. When I roll my hips, a groan rumbles in his throat. I'm supposed to have the upper hand in this situation. I don't, not even a little bit. I'm needy and desperate, whimpering when his teeth scrape across my hammering pulse. Last chance, baby. Which one of us is taking it off? But JJ's my favorite hockey play. I don't get to finish my sentence before he's snapped the clasp of my belt, letting it fall to the floor. He pulls the jersey over my head with one swift movement, throwing it across the room away from us. Every single inch of my body feels blistering. It's suffocating, maddening. I'm not even drunk, but I feel intoxicated by him, his touch, his smell. It's unbelievable. The man is dressed as Gru, for fuck's sake. But I swear, one touch and I'm going to combust. He looks down at my body and scoffs. The tiny Titan's cheerleader outfit I'm wearing is now visible since he's abruptly stripped me out of outfit number one. He pinches my chin between his thumb and finger, tilting my head back. How much do you like being able to walk straight? I tighten my legs around his waist, the anticipation near boiling point. Never been a fan. Good.
I got
Yeah.
a quote for you.
Oh, hit me.
There's no one better than him. Garrett is the best man I've ever known. And not just because he's smart and sexy and funny and so much sweeter than I ever gave him credit for. He makes me feel alive. Yeah, we bicker. And sure, his cockiness drives me crazy sometimes. But when I'm with him, I feel whole. I feel like I can drop my guard completely and not have to worry about getting hurt or taken advantage of or being afraid because Garrett Graham will always be there to love and protect me.
Oh, that hits hard. That hits so hard. So for when before I started reading this book, JL did warn me about the sexual assault aspect, which I'm grateful for because I didn't know where it was going to come in. But with the first instance and first mentioning of it with Hannah being 15, I was like, "Excuse me, what?" Like
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, that type of shit doesn't know any age. It doesn't know any limits because abuse happens at any point in time in anyone's life, and it shouldn't. And if it does, I believe it should be like a hell-worthy, fucking death penalty worthy fucking offense because you're essentially killing someone's life. You're killing that person. But hearing how things went down with Hannah, I would
Yeah,
have
it was some
lost
bullshit.
my motherfucking shit. The fact that this girl was able to still mentally function at all through the entire thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people, let's be real, a lot of people don't even go and report their assaults because the talking to the police and the rape kit and all of that is so traumatizing because
Oh,
it it,
we're
it
we're not
jolts
even
you.
gonna we're not
It,
even gonna go into the fact that, basically her whole hometown was basically like fucking against her after all that shit went down and everything like that too. And that right there just pissed me the fuck off so hard. 'Cause it's like, how can you sit there and blame her? How could you just literally let that
Oh,
be the
she must have
one?
yeah, the classic, "Oh, she must have tempted him. Oh, she must have talked him into it. Oh, she must have wanted it." Like, I'm sorry. It's 2024. If a woman says no, it means fucking no. It has always
It
meant
was the
no.
same back in 2015. If someone says no, the answer is no.
But the fact that she was that young and able
Mm-hmm.
to actively do what was necessary to try to not only protect herself, but protect others, mad props. Because at 21, when it happened to me for the first time, I couldn't. I couldn't do it. And then when it happened again when I was 23, I made a report and had a kit done. And it didn't do a damn bit of good because it was like 3 months later, they closed the file and didn't even do shit. Didn't even tell me they closed the case. They just did it. So the fact that Hannah's experience, the way it happened, how everything went down, like doing a rape kit is traumatizing as fuck because you're already dealing with the fact that somebody has touched your body and you didn't want them to touch your body. Now you have to be still and you have to allow more people to do it. It it breaks you out of almost like that disconnect that you go into, that dissociation that you go into to kind of protect yourself after an assault or after a trauma like that. Like you just kind of like go out. You're not present, you're not focusing on you, your body, you're just not there. But when you go in for that kit, that snaps you back to reality so fast because
Mm-hmm.
people are asking you questions, people are moving you, people are telling you to do this. So you have to pay attention and you have to be present. So the fact that this
Yeah.
kid at 15 immediately went home and her parents noticed and took her to have this done and she was able to still be like not normal but be okay to any certain degree. That's a fucking child. Even if she was
Yep.
17 or 18, that's still in my mind a fucking child. The fact that somebody was able
Mm-hmm.
to do that, I'm sorry. I don't know many 15-year-olds that are going to go into a police station with their parents in tow and make up a story about rape. We need to, as
Nope.
a culture, we need to start understanding that if somebody says something and there's verifiable proof that it did happen, stop questioning them on their social status, on how much money they have, on their popularity at school. Stop paying attention to any of that because it doesn't fucking matter. You can be the most popular bitch, you
Nope.
can be the most like nerdy girl, you can be anything. If somebody wants you and they want to take you, they will wait for that opening and they will take it. And as I told JL, the thing that petrified me the most in this book was hearing about Hannah's trauma and what happened to her because I have someone I used to be friends with, not anymore. Uh, I practically raised her little girl, and she's 14 now. The fact that Hannah was 15, I can't even, like, my greatest fear. I'm not afraid of anything more than I am afraid of that. And all I can say is, men of the world, stay the fuck away from that cop. Stay the fuck away from her because I've made it to 40 without an arrest record. I'm not scared to start collecting uh, trips to jail at 40. Don't touch my girl
Nope.
because I will go full on fucking mama bear without a second fucking thought. But I mean, like, let's be real, Allie. Let's throw Allie some mad props. The deal that Allie made freshman year with Hannah, that she would
Mm-hmm.
go places with her, but not drink, not, participate. She would stick with her just so Hannah could kind of, you know, not necessarily jump back into being part of active life, but so she could allow herself to take in stimuli like that with large groups
Mm-hmm.
of people, with noise, with, you know, things
We
were
all need
similar.
an alley. We all need an alley in our lives.
Yes. I mean, I have my alley. You're my alley. You're my
Yeah.
Bryce. You're my alley.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I don't know if I technically would that make me Hannah because I have been assaulted. Do I fit into that category? Oh shit. Too many similarities. Oh God. Oh Lord. But I mean, it's a rare person in college that will take their experience out of the factor on whether or not they want you to be okay. And the fact that Hannah, number one, was even able to tell Allie that that happened, that shows some insane like fortitude.
Courage.
Yeah, because that's not something a lot of victims can actually do. Let alone like
Yeah.
forget telling your parents. Forget telling your parents. Forget telling your doctor. Forget telling anybody. If you can't go to the person that knows you inside and out and confide in them like that, there's something inherently wrong with that relationship. Like, I overshare like a motherfucker. JL knows. I bug her all the time. All the time. With everything. I have no secrets. But if
Hashtag Ramsey for life.
I don't have a filter. There is no filter. There has never been a filter, never will be a filter. Or if there is one, it's definitely not fucking strong enough. But it, it's
Nope.
that was one of the main things that when I started reading the book, I was just like, "Oh my god, thank you for this character." Because Allie is somebody I wish I had had whenever I was getting over my stuff. Because she not only, I mean, take into context, she not only stays with her, allows her the safety to be able to interact in public and kind of become normal again, but
Mm-hmm.
she also provides her with like the
That
support.
comfort.
Yeah. The recognition that like it's not something that you're damaged with. Like she doesn't let Hannah sit in it essentially, which is nice, which is rare, which is important if you're ever an assault victim, which hopefully none of you are or will ever experience that. But all I'm going to say is like it's handled with respect and in a way that as a victim myself was not re-traumatizing. That's an important factor. Anytime
Mm-hmm.
that there's sexual assault in a book or something like that, knowing that there's a chance that it could trigger something, that's that's always a factor on whether or not I'm going to be able to handle it or not. But I will honestly say, since I was able to read Hunting Adeline, I can read pretty much anything now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Since I made it through that bitch, I can pretty much handle anything because it was
Um, just you wait until you get into the meat potatoes of the other books. Cause girl,
no.
you are in for some wild rides. You are in for some emotions. You are in for some what the
Well,
fuck?
all I can say is the kissing scene in this. Where are the men that can
Yeah,
kiss? That was so fucking hot. I was just like, I could get off on the kiss alone. Like, damn. But
yeah.
you know what's sad? Thinking about all of the thinking about all of the things and how Hannah does act. That is me. That
You
is
know,
me.
now that I think about it, it is.
Oh god.
How's it
Yeah.
going, Wellesley?
Oh god. I would die to have a man call me that. It's not even my fucking name. Feel free. Like I want to
That's
Garrett.
your new nickname now. What's up, Wellesley?
I'm just gonna have it on a t-shirt. And then Ellie Kennedy will copyright strike us. She'll be like, nah, bitch, and back off. Respect to the
No,
author.
I doubt that. No, but like I said, Elle's got some insanely good books. Like I was telling Rachel earlier before we got even started, like this is just one piece of the universe. Um there's two spin-offs that go along with this universe. There's the Briar U books, which there are 4 books to that one. And then there's 3 currently out, with a 4th one getting to be released, which is the final one in the other series. I forget. I think they're called Campus Diaries. Is the name of the newest spin-off series, which is about the next generation.
Also, Elle Kennedy, if
Somewhat.
you ever see this and you want to come on the show and discuss your books with us, please let us know. We would love to
Yes,
have you here.
absolutely, abso-freaking-lutely. Because Elle, you are a queen.
Like it is like not downplaying it at all. The fact that this woman was able to write a book with these elements and write it well enough that it was not only digestible, but comforting in a way. So she has
Hmm?
the Off Campus series, which has 5 books, the Briar U, which has 4 books,
I still gotta read Legacy.
the Campus Diaries, which is 3 books. I think that may be the only one. Yeah, everything else seems like it's something else. So the deal, the mistake, the score, the goal, the legacy is the Off Campus series, the chase, the risk.
The Legacy is the kind of sort of like sequel in the original series that covers a few, like, some years later, like in the future. So, like, with all of them, like, in the same universe in one book, if I remember correctly.
Wait a minute. Oh, that's
But,
the Spanish version. Never mind. Ignore me.
huh?
I looked down and I saw a different color cover and it said Briar 1, and then I looked and it was a Spanish version of it.
Ah,
But
but yeah.
wonderful.
Briar U, book 1, The Chase. I'm gonna briefly tell you who the couples are for
Go ahead.
those. Hang on. I gotta find them. Okay.
I think I just found another. There's another series called Prep 1. It looks like it would be almost as good, if not the same as good as all of the others. Because, like,
All right. So you have The Chase, which is the first book in the sequel series, with Colin Fitzgerald, aka Fitzy,
oh,
and Summer De Laurentiis, Dean's little sister.
Dean has a little sister. Oh Lord, the man
Yep.
whore has a sister.
Yes, the man whore has a sister. Book 2 is The Risk, and that is with, oh, I forget Jake's last name. A guy named Jake who's from a rival school, and Brenna Jensen.
Brenna. That's an interesting name. I don't think I've ever heard that one
Did you
before.
catch the last name?
What was the last name?
Jensen.
Oh God.
The coach's daughter and the rival hockey team's captain.
That's
Then
not gonna go good.
there's the play with Hunter Davenport and, oh, I forget her last name, Demi, but it's Hunter and Demi for book 3. I fucking love Hunter and Demi. They're like my favorite in that series. Now, they kind of tied with who was it? Who was it? Fitz and Summer for me. Those two kind of were a tie
Davis.
for me as my favorite couples.
Her last name was Davis.
Thank you. Demi Davis. And then the last one is Connor and Taylor in The Dare.
Which I'm not gonna
Connor's
lie,
like
seems like
the golden hair surfer boy. Did you ever see Remember the Titans?
yes.
You remember Sunshine?
Not right offhand. I'm looking it up.
The California kid who ends up trying out for the football team in the movie. The one who throws the ball and hits Gary Bertier in the back of the head. Like, do I hit that girl? Or I might have got it wrong, but
Ronnie Sunshine Bass.
yes. Connor gives that kind of energy.
Damn. He
Yeah.
There's
Love
a
me some
blonde
sunshine.
there's a blonde dude from fucking Instagram that I think could play that character that you're talking about. Oh, he would be fucking perfect. Let me see if I can
They
find him.
there's someone on here online. They did a fan cast for him with Austin Butler. Now I'm looking at this other one, and this one has JJ from Outer Banks. I could see that because JJ. Which, if y'all have not watched Outer Banks, y'all are missing the mess out. New season just came out. So good.
I wish it would tell the name of the actors in it. Is he part of the fucking surely is he part of the no fucking way. That can't be possible. Is he part of the band? Holy shit, he is. So apparently there is the name of the band is Voila, and they
Oh yeah. I listened to them.
yeah,
He gives me the Tamlin vibe with his rendition of something blue.
Luke Eisner.
Yep.
Sorry.
And I
I did
really
not.
appreciated how she's got the representation, and then she's got like Demi's the Latina representation. Taylor's character is a bit more on the plus side spectrum. So plus size girlies get some love and everything like that there too, with a, college hockey player and everything like that. Love that.
This guy. Can you see him? Yeah, that guy.
Yep. I can see it. He's
Like,
also giving Tamlin vibes.
yeah, there have been a few people I think he knows that have like tried calling him Tamlin and things like that. But like, does he not hit the mark?
Oh, who's the dude? JJ.
Like, I'm sorry, girl. That's a beautiful man. And the fact that he can sing. Bonus.
Rudy Pankow.
Rudy Pankow. How do you spell that name? Oh, never mind.
Rudy.
No.
You have to see him in Outer Banks. You have to watch him in Outer Banks to understand why.
It's just like I get it. The surfer thing. I get it. But
Not just that. Not just the surfer thing. But like, if not Connor, maybe one of the other guys.
Who dat? Jake Hawley.
Wait, Jake Hawley. Why is that name so familiar?
I don't know. He's pretty though.
Mm.
We're all like, I don't know who this dude is.
Any hootie. Ooh, girl.
He's probably a child. We're all
Probably.
Going,
So,
well,
on a scale of 1 to 10, what would you rank this series so far? Like, just starting off.
this is a mind fuck because this kid looks like a combination of Casey Affleck and the kid that played on Boy Meets World as his best friend.
Sean? Hunter?
Yeah. Yeah. Like it.
Y'all, I'm sorry. We went into like deep side quest here.
Yeah, we did. But I mean, look at him. Doesn't he?
I can see it.
Like he legitimately looks like Sean mixed with Casey Affleck.
Not. Now that I look at him, no, he's giving me more like a young Victor from.
Rome.
We'll talk about that another time. That show itself is a mind fuck.
Okay, we're gonna close this window. We're gonna stop looking at men. Sorry, this is not the norm. Y'all over here like I can't.
Shut up.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Also,
This is a court.
hashtag super excited that there's going to be a Princess Diaries 3.
What? You're serious?
Anne Hathaway announced it on TikTok.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious? Are you serious?
Yeah, they've got a director tapped and everything.
Oh my god. Is this picking up? Is this picking up after number 2? Please tell me this is
Now that I don't know.
He knows nothing. You lying shit. He lying. He fucking lying. There is no fucking way. If they don't pick that up after number 3, I'm gonna be so pissed.
Well, see, here's where I'm getting at, and I know, yes, we're going into another tangent, but I'm ending this tangent here. Following the books as well as I have with this series for the Princess Diaries, along with the films, I want redemption for the broken heart that I have of the fact that Michael got fucked over.
Yes. Preach, woman, preach.
Michael got fucked.
That man was 5 different shades of fucking gorgeous. I don't know what the hell. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. I've never.
It was scheduling conflict. Scheduling conflict got in the way for him to be able to do 2. But he did say that he would be open to 3 if he were invited.
Well, all I'm saying is like I never like I've never really been a Chris Pine type girl. It's never like he just never hit it for me. But Michael was fucking gorgeous. Like, how could you not like?
No, I want my Michael from the books. I want Michael from the books because that is what we deserve. We need Michael the way he was meant to be from the books. Because the first movie did him perfectly. The second film, it was a good film, but they did him wrong.
I even the guy that they had play the pre-fiance for her in the second one, like, oh my damn, girl, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god.
I've seen
Michael
him in something not too long ago, and I was like, wait, I know him.
Michael grew up. Michael grew up.
Mm-hmm.
Can
He did.
God damn. Like,
Yeah, like he owns his own tech company and everything like that now too. So yeah.
that's all I got.
Anyway, you never answered my question.
What?
So far, with what you have read of this series, scale of 1 to 10.
Oh, a good solid 9. Like, good solid 9. This broke me out of my reading slump. But the characters are easy to relate to. The emotions that are being dealt with throughout the storyline feel authentic and genuine to the actual characters. It doesn't feel like she's trying to make you believe that these characters are capable of these feelings, these thoughts, these emotions. It's just something that's happening. It's just something that's happening to them and you're just kind of going along with them through the entire thing. So I think it was very well done. Like, I'm enjoying it. Like, I'm gonna fucking finish that fucking book. Don't get me wrong. I'm gonna finish that fucking book. Cause yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. Like I said earlier in my TikTok today, you bitches been hiding this shit from me. How dare you? I thought we were supposed to look out for each other, ladies. Everybody out here talking about haunting and hunting Adeline, and you got the hockey men sitting off in the wings. Like, what the
Well,
All
I
right.
got them off in the penalty box.
The sin bin, I think is what Graham calls it, the sin bin. As soon as he
Yeah,
said
the
that,
sin
I was
bin.
just like, "Oh my god." I was like, "I'll never be able to look at Mighty Ducks the same way."
No.
The sin bin. Like, I'm sorry. That, like, props off to that woman for nothing else if not that. Because that's fucking brilliance right there. I mean, she does little things throughout the book that hit you as funny because you don't expect them. Like, she doesn't that's one of the things I will say she does really well with her writing. She doesn't set up like one-twos. Like, she doesn't you don't know it's coming and then it just like smacks you. It's good. 10 out of 10.
All
Would
right.
recommend. All right, guys, we are going to be out. We will let you guys know the next time we are going to have our next episode. So, thank you to Square and the other extra person. Don't know who it was, but thank you for being here. And we will talk to you guys next time. Bye.
Oh, we